Hey everybody, MotorPoet59 here. This is my California middle class tax refund. I don't know why they sent me this card. Everything I've done with the IRS in the last 10 or 12 years has been direct deposit, but I went and looked in my bank and I have received nothing from the Franchise Tax Board, which is the tax board for California. And when I called to activate this card, I actually Googled all this prior to activating this and looked into it, and it's legit. So when I called in to activate the card, they told me my balance on this card is $350, which according to I did a video sometime back when they said they were going to do this, and I got the $350, which for my income tax filing status and all that was the maximum I was allowed to get. The term refund is misleading, and I talked about that in my video. This isn't really a refund. They're not giving us extra money. This is going to come out of our California tax refunds, and if you end up owing at the end of the year, this will be added to that. So it's not a refund. It's already my money. It's already your money. If you got this, it's already yours. They're just letting you use some of it until a later date, at which time they will take it away from you again. Now, I don't know if when I read it, it was the whole wording of how this went down was pretty convoluted, and it was hard for me to understand if this money would be taken out of your future refund or added to it, or if the tax on it would be that amount. So I could be all wet about this, but knowing California, you're just going to have to give all this money back. So this is a $350 interest-free loan from the government of the state of California for me. But it isn't really $350, is it? Because let's read some of the things that apply to my situation and this card. ATM withdrawals, $1.25 for withdrawing cash from an ATM that is not an in-network ATM. Transfer to external bank account, which is probably what I'm going to do. Just transfer this to my checking or savings account, whatever I decide to do with it. $7 plus 3.5 of the percent of the transferred amount. So 17 bucks essentially for this, a little more than that maybe. This is a transfer fee plus a markup on the exchange rate, and transfer fees may be less depending on the amount transferred and market conditions. If I'm not mistaken, the maximum anyone could get out of this tax thing, out of this deal, was $1,050. So nothing's really going to be affected by the way the market's going, but I think it's humorous that they're using the market as a guideline of how much these rates are going to be on something that's already your money. Over-the-counter cash withdrawal, $1.25. You can use this, and if you do use this at an Allpoint or MoneyPass ATM, you withdraw it from them, they won't charge you the $1.25. As far as I know, I'm not associated with either one of those. But if you are, you won't have to pay the $1.25 fee. And these aren't giant amounts, I know. It's just so typical of the way the government does things. ATM withdrawal limit, $600 per transaction. So if you have $650 or anything over 600 or whatever, you're going to get charged for 2 withdrawals, or should be no one with more than 2 withdrawals. So you're going to get charged a little bit for that. Transfer to external bank, $600 per transaction. So none of that's going to actually pertain to me because I only got $350. maybe some people need $350 right now. And maybe they think that, or maybe it works that way, the way people set up taxes sometimes, that they won't need it at tax time when it's taken back, and they won't notice it because it just wasn't there. It'll just be something that's deducted at that time. I personally don't need $350 right now. Am I going to spend this? Well, of course I will. But I can spend it now, or I could have spent it when I got my tax return. It really doesn't matter to me. Some people, I guess it does matter. Maybe if you don't have gas money to get to work for the next couple of weeks, this will help. But when it's gone, what are these people going to do? What we need is for gas prices to go down. What we need is for the government to get inflation under control so people aren't going to the store to buy groceries and getting half of what they did a year and a half ago, and going to the gas pump and being able to get half of what they did a year and a half ago. And people need to stop pretending that it's anything other than that. It doesn't matter to me that this wasn't direct deposit. Just makes another step, and it's going to cost me a couple of bucks to do this. And I think that's stupid. I don't think the government should be able to determine whether they send us a check or a card. They should have asked. I would much rather have had them put this in my bank so I didn't have to mess with it anymore. But I don't know. Maybe this place is in cahoots with the government. Who knows? Did you get one of these? Or did you get a direct deposit? It even said on the recording that some people may get both. And I guess all the direct deposits were supposed to have been done by the end of October. So I don't know. Maybe you'll get both. Do you need this right now? Is this a good thing for you? Or are you like me? It doesn't matter. It's now or later. I'm going to get it at some point or have to pay it back at some point. And it really doesn't matter to me when that is. So, and I'm not saying I'm rich or anything, because I'm not, but I'm not on the edge of bankruptcy either. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that the government is trying to fool people, and a lot of people will be fooled by this into thinking that they're getting something that they're really not getting. They're being disingenuous about this, very misleading. The original text and what I read was, like I said, was hard to follow, as are most government things. So anyway, I guess that's all I got to say about that. I'll stop rambling. Let me know what you think. Drop the comments below. Shoot me an email, motorpoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. We'll see you all later.